Welcome back to an episode of Careful Boys. Today we just wanted to honor the late Christian Lopez. Um, just to say a couple words about how I first came across him. I know his fandom for JK everything, whether it was News Party, all that stuff, definitely preceded my discovery of him. And I just would always see him in the comments and stuff, and then I would see him in the DMs of the IG page that I took over, which had a bunch of unanswered messages and stuff, and saw him in there.
Just a bunch. That's it.
I mean, yeah, it's an understatement. Yeah, I think 6 years worth is a bunch. Yeah, a baker's dozen of messages, and I just started talking to him. Thought he was pretty cool, and then I saw like how far back like his dedication went. Like he was at the meet and greets from way back. He went to like
You went to the college tour?
Yeah, the college tour. When you guys screened your stuff,
Came to the Irvine campus.
Yeah. And he was just always present with every post, with every video. He never missed a bit of content. He eventually I made him a mod for the YouTube comments. And yeah, he got really happy about that. And then there was just one point where like I think I didn't hear from him for a second or something, and I was like, "Oh, dude, where you been, man?" Whenever he would disappear for a little bit from the messages, he would come back and be like, "Oh, I had to go to the hospital. I was like sick." He would have, I didn't know what was happening, but he would have these like spouts of like he was just out for a while, and then he would come out, and then I just started to think like, man, maybe this dude's he's so like positive and happy. Like maybe he's not doing as well as he lets on sometimes. And I'm like, dude, let's get this guy more involved in stuff. And as you guys may have seen, he's the only actual JK fan that was ever really like invited to be at things that were strictly just JK staff or guests.
Yeah, like our Christmas parties, get together.
He always came out, and then we always made him a part of things.
Final video.
Yeah, right. And then that was the I think when we did our JK final episode video and he came out for the pranks, that was also because prior to that episode, that was the longest I didn't hear from Christian Lopez right before that. And I was like, dude, something's going on there. And then he was supposed to go to the meet and greet.
The one in Chinatown?
The one in Chinatown, but he was sick at that point, I think. And then so with the final episode, you know, I wanted to be able to include him in a way where like he gets to be treated exactly like we treat each other. You know, he gets to be in on the joke, the same that we're all in on the joke, that we roast each other and just really.
We're in rolly chairs. He's in rolly chair.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like I think
not everyone knows that we're all in on the joke, though. It's pretty funny to me.
I always felt like, man, if we, I don't know, I was just thinking of it kind of pessimistically, and I'm like, damn, if we lose this guy, that would be really sad to think like he didn't get to experience the thing that he was always such a freaking huge fan of for so long. So it was awesome getting him involved like a character in the show, and all the fans and everything got to know him the same exact way, and he got to watch himself. His mom got to see him like literally within the same humor that he'd always, you know, been so dedicated to and everything. And I didn't want to like, you know, I wanted him to have the, you know, I wanted him to experience the same level of like ruthlessness that we would have for each other. And I think he really liked that a lot. I think he really appreciated like, you know, also being a butt of the joke as much as some other people are, you know, and it's,
he probably appreciated more than me.
Probably nowhere near what Anthony Lee has experienced.
Yeah. He loved being a part of the final episode, man. Like that was probably like out of everything that happened that day that was funny, his rolling in and bumping into was the hardest that I couldn't hold it in, man. Like he's the best.
I feel like being on the show though, it's always been like a dream come true for him too.
Yeah. And I think we found the right time to do it. And the right like way and method and I guess like period to make that happen. And he was included in a spot of JK that also meant a lot to us too. So I'm glad that he got to be there.
He's also got honorary Careful Boy on his Instagram page.
Oh, does he? He changed it? That's sick.
Well, it's because we told him that
1,000%.
he's one of us.
1,000%. Not even honorary to me. He's full on.
Yeah, and it was good timing too because when we kind of all first met him was at the Irvine meet and greet.
But we all
when
knew
did
of
a
him.
scream. No, we all knew of him, but
Yeah.
that's kind of when we got
Yeah.
to talk to him.
Yep.
And that's when I accepted his DM and I was like, I know you now. We can chat.
Yeah.
And then for the longest time, that was like right before COVID. And then he wanted to do this video with us where he's pulling us on a wheelchair and we're riding skateboards. And I was like, yeah, let's plan it, whatever. And then COVID happened. And then that's when I found out about like his condition because he was like, I'm like super like risky. So we can't even do the video. We can't even meet up or any of that stuff.
Compromised or whatever.
Well, and then this is like first year of COVID. So it was like,
Nobody knew anything. Yeah.
yeah, because 2018 is when we did the thing,
Yeah,
or
the
early
college tour.
2019,
Boys, the Danger Boys tour. Yeah.
the
college
Danger
tour.
Boys, and then yeah, so 2020 is like when we were like supposed to do it, and then yeah, so that all kind of went under, and then later I think the cool thing was I think like when Ryan started bringing him around or like inviting him to all these things, it was like cool. We were still able to like do what he always wanted to do. And then because of his condition being so sensitive, it was like our own little Make-A-Wish kind of thingy. And I think it was cool that to see him and like be able to live his dream. Yeah.
His humor is dark, by the way. So if you guys have never talked to him, his humor is exactly like ours. Yeah.
One of the favorite things that he would do, and shout outs to him. So like I think this is what it's so easy to make him one of the careful boys is because he has our humor. So like before when I used to drop barbell stuff, he would always buy pieces and then he'll take a picture and then send it to me. He goes, when can I be your next model? And he'll purposely buy pieces that is not flattering in the position that he's in. And he'll like send me all these pictures and he's always like talking hella shit. And I'm like, this guy's one of us, Yeah. And what makes him so awesome is like, because of his physical condition, he has every right to be miserable, sad,
Sure, yeah.
like down on himself or whatever. But he's like one of the brightest lights, brightest people that you'll ever meet. And he like kind of makes you almost question any type of dark thought that you might have of yourself or your own situation.
I'm thinking about this photo that we took with him at the Christmas party.
Oh, dude, yeah. Can you tell that story about the blanket?
Yeah. He comes to the Christmas party, but more shallowly, just first this photo. We're all just at the end of the night just taking like random like group photos, like Bart's taking a buff photo with Bane, like all the ladies getting together taking photos, whatnot. And then we get this photo with Christian, and then somehow organically, one by one, everyone goes,
Yeah.
and there's this photo with all of us just, and it's so, if you don't know, it seems so fucked up, but it's so funny that this guy was mad cool. And then Ryan, great soul he is, gets me a fucking full-on comfortable ass like fleece blanket with the print of the t-shirt that says "Show me proof." Giant blanket. And for whatever reason, in that moment, like Christian was there, and I just thought it was just like,
Was hell laughing too.
yeah, he's dying. And then it just seemed like it was so like right to just give it to him, and he was so happy about receiving it. So like I actually give this guy this blanket of me fucking show me proof.
Why didn't you want to keep it?
It didn't match my cheap house.
Your aesthetic, yeah, your cheap aesthetic. Yeah.
It matters to Nina.
But that image of you covering him in the blanket is
sick.
It's hilarious, dude.
It's like you're teaching him about like, hey, dude, loose change, check it out.
Dude, honestly, that moment really deepened my like relationship with him. Yeah. And I just felt like I was like, all right, dude, like me and you you have a piece of me in your home. And it's when Joe puts this edit together, after he passes, like I'm sitting with Nina just at dinner, just at some restaurant, and then I'm like looking at this fucking video. And it's that moment where in that clip, I'm giving him that blanket. Yeah. I'm at this restaurant. I just started tearing up, dude. I felt so like bittersweet. Also happy that we got to experience a certain.
Got to know him. Yeah, he's such a good dude, man.
So I used to call him landscape mode. Cause like I just want to let him in on the. We're gonna mess with you the way that we mess with each other, and I captioned it on the Christmas video when I label everybody, and I called him like permanent landscape mode, and he was laughing his ass. And then he sent me this photo, or I got a photo of him. And I turned him into a girl for it because I was turning random people into girls. He said LMAO, I'm cracking up. This app did me dirty. My landscape mode made my long hair on one side. Got me twinning with Geo from back then.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of bittersweet too is that so his name he changed it to Christian Lopez Speaks because his journey like up until now like recently was he wanted to become like an inspirational speaker because he was like, dude, like look at me, I'm in this situation and I still keep a good attitude, and he lives that. Like we all seen that. Like dude, he's like a great reminder of like no matter what, dude, like why are you so serious? Like like he's
Never
always
give up.
happy, he's always joking. Yeah, he's in and out of the hospital, but you never know it because he's never like, woe is me.
Never.
And then so I'm like, you're a perfect person to inspire others because I think immediately when people look at you, they go, oh, fuck, that looks like you're in a fucked up situation. Because it's like, we can't all deny it. That's a human nature. You look at it, you're like, damn, dude, what the fuck? Like, you must be like struggling, bro. And then like, I told him this shit too. I was like, so you're perfect to do this. And then you should go out there and inspire people. And he goes, it's hard for me to talk. And I was like, all right, just go and start DMing people and just chat with them. And then he started like affecting people personally through this way. And I think like even in his passing, he's still inspiring those that knew him, because like that the memory of who he was, he lived like as a joyous person. Like he wasn't like a fake fucking inspirational person that we see so often online. He was the real deal. And I think like, yeah, I hope to continue on telling his story because I mean, I think he affected all of us in like being a good like messenger of keeping positive regardless of what your situation is.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I'm gonna read one of his messages that he sent. This was right after we filmed the final episode thing that he did where he's bumping into you. And he goes, I'm really excited to see how the video turned out. Aside from attending the JK holiday party last year, this is a top moment for me as a longtime JK fan, and I appreciate it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the whole thing really did mean a lot to him, which is...
I wish my fantasy football draft wasn't happening then, but, you know, I would have loved to see him last time. But I did have to draft like pretty well, and I did pretty well drafted. I drafted Jonathan Taylor, drafted Christian McCaffrey. It was worth it.
I remember the first time I met him, I was like, oh my God, like this fan, you know, he's going through it. I wanted to be like, dude, like, thank you for support. Right away, he's like, show me the proof. And I was
That's
like,
him, dude.
oh, you motherfucker. I ain't treating
him.
anybody different.
College tour, I remember like putting my arm around his chair, like take a picture or whatever, you know, or like I'm putting my arm like near him or whatever. And I remember him being like, you're crushing me or whatever. And I'm like, this guy's fucking funny because I immediately am horrified. Yeah. But he's just fucking funny kid, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Here's that famous picture that they took together.
And he would show up to everything. Every single Junbi grand opening. Yeah. And it's hard. He has a fucking custom made, or his mom has like a custom made minivan to transport him. And he like, it's a pain in the ass. And he goes to every fucking thing. It's insane.
Yep.
And shout outs to his family too. They're hella supportive.
Awesome
They're super
people.
loving.
Great
his brother was
people.
always there. Yeah.
Mom's hella cool. Yeah, absolutely. So there is actually, if you guys would like to support the family and help with some of the costs, there is a GoFundMe raising money for his service and burial, which is actually taking place tomorrow. But of course, we're here filming this, so we can't be there. But we wanted to make a dedication video to him anyway. One of the greatest supporters we've ever had, and friend, Christian Lopez. Hey, give him one of these. Give him.
Yeah. Rest in peace, brother.
other way. Yeah. To your right.
We should put his picture up in here.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, we should.
So he could always be with us.
Yeah, I think so.
But we should like turn it sideways so that he's...
That's it. We'll get those industrial hooks.
Link is in the description below if you would like to support. Thank you guys very much.